Hey, if you're new here, my name's Maya Dion. I am your favorite widow coach, and I keep it real and I talk about the stuff, the questions you can't talk about with anybody else because they just won't get it. If you love this, like and subscribe, or send this to a widow that you know may be struggling that you don't know how to help. So, I just wanted to say real quick, don't judge me. I'm in my car and I'm eating Cheerios, okay? Just doing my regular mom routine. And it struck me that there is one question that widows always ask me. I answer this, so get in close, okay? The question I get the most is, how long did it really take you to bounce back? Okay, so let's see. I was widowed in 2009 and started dating about 2 years later, like officially dating, like I'm actually, interested in other people and not just hanging out. So I would say when I truly bounced back, it was when I accepted my surroundings. I decided to try to make the best of it, and I was truly leaning into being happy. And it was a possibility again for me, because let's be honest, when we have basically the bottom of the world fall out on us, that whole possibility of happiness, or you can possibly heal and la la la, that's not a thing. And at least it wasn't for me, and it's not a thing for a lot of my widow clients at first. It is a very hard concept, and they don't want to hear that mess, and I didn't want to hear that mess either for quite some time. Even through therapy, I understood how to cope. I understood my feelings. I understood why I was the way I was. We broke that down in therapy. But accepting that there was a new normal that I could love, not for at least 2 years, maybe even 3. The short answer is 3 years. The reason is because 2 years in, I met a guy, and no, I did not fall in love. He said something to me that bothered the crap out of me, and it made me angry enough to want to change something. It made me angry enough to get revenge, basically, on the person that I had become, or on the circumstance that had made me this person. So let me paint you the picture. I was doing better at work. I had gotten a raise. I had gotten a raise, and I had moved into my own place, and I had a new car. The kids were settled in, they were doing what they do, and they were transitioning. They were in therapy. I had gone to therapy. I was dating a nice guy, and that nice guy, so all of the things that you think are bounced back, I was doing. But at some point in that relationship, that guy turned to me and said, you're really needy. How dare you? He called me needy. And when I stepped back and I looked at it, I wasn't the confident girl that I was presenting as, that I should have been in my mind, because everything was kind of back to a new normal that I could cope with and accept. So it really made me look deep and think to myself, well, what am I missing? What am I not doing? What's wrong? And why don't I have the confidence to present, to be what I'm presenting as? And what I was presenting as was somebody who was, fine and over it, but I wanted to be able to stand firm in, I'm always going to love my husband, and you just have to get over that. I wanted to stand firm in, I can be whatever I want to be if I put my mind to it, and I don't need anybody but me and Jesus to do it. I wanted to stand firm in that I love my kids. This is not their fault. We're going to figure it out. I wanted to be on the same level and confidently feel like I could do this life going forward. And I wasn't afraid of, well, what if somebody leaves? What if something changes, like that? And so it led me to a book called The Confidence Gap. And I'm not going to get too much into it, but this book by Russ Harris is everything. And it helped me find my confidence. Once I was able to get, and this is where I got the concept of core values from. I always say I didn't make it up. I got it from this book, and he didn't make it up either. He says so in the book. When I found those things, those core values, those things that made me want something enough to change something, or want something enough to move, and know that I had the tools and the wherewithal to do it, that gave me the confidence to act in the vein and in the space that I wanted to be in, and not just be acting, to actually be able to take action in the spaces that I knew I could do, because those were parts of me. And so that man that sparked that in my life, yes, I did marry him. But that wasn't until like 12 years later. 12 years later, I did marry him. But that is the long answer to how long did it take me to bounce back? It took me about 3 years, maybe give or take 3.5 years, because I had to get the information and process it and then try it out in my life, and things. And so that is actually what inspired me to coach, once I figured out the how to bouncing back, the how to healing, and the how to reconnecting to the things that made me confident, like my faith and my stance with my kids and my stance in my life and my ability to be happy and actually believe in that happiness again. I hope that helps. Talk to y'all soon. If you loved this 6 Minutes with a Widow Coach with Maya Dion, like and subscribe, and I will keep doing them. 6 minutes, 7 minutes, that's really all we need to open the doors in our mind to start to move forward.